There's an old saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. I've used that wisdom so many times over the years when making decisions, but I don't think it's ever been as true as it is right now. Those gardeners who have been growing their own food for 20 years or 5 years, they're in a much better position to deal with what's going on right now, or what might go on in the near future. However, for all of you out there that have not been growing food over the years and you're brand new gardeners and you just joined this channel within the last 6 weeks, and there are a lot of you, first of all, welcome. And it's totally okay that you didn't start before, because you're starting on the second best time, which is right now. No matter what boat you're in this video, I'm going to go over 12 of the fastest growing backyard crops that you can start growing right now. Hey guys, welcome back to the second Self-Sufficient Sunday. If this is your first time here and you're looking to join a gardening community that offers tips, tricks, and support, you've come to the right place. Start now by clicking subscribe and hitting the bell icon so you get updated every time we upload new videos, which at this point is 3 days a week. Let's get growing. This is a list of 12 fast-growing backyard crops, plus one bonus, that you can get started growing right now. And I'm going to order the list from the longest fast-growing crops to the shortest fast-growing crops. We're starting off with a crop that takes 70 days from seed to harvest. Now, 70 days might seem like a long time, but if you're my age or older, that's already 5 minutes ago. So, number one, 70 days away, would be summer squashes. And we're talking all forms: zucchini, yellow crookneck, patty pan, it doesn't matter. 70 days is all it takes from seed to harvest. And once they start producing, there's no slowing them down throughout the summer. So you're going to get a really good harvest off of just a couple plants. Coming in next at 65 days from seed to harvest are peas, my favorite gardening snack. Now, for us in southern climates, it's getting a little bit late to plant peas. We're actually just ending our pea season. But for you northerners, right now is a great time to plant them. And they, like I said, 60 days from seed to harvest, but you can actually start harvesting the pea shoots way earlier than that. Pea shoots are kind of like right before it flowers, the ends of each of the stems. They're really great in salads, and they have a very light pea flavor. That's P-E-A. Another crop coming in at 60 days are cucumbers. Now, cucumbers are great because not only are they relatively quick to harvest, but you can also preserve them by pickling them and have them all throughout the winter. And I'm really excited because on a future episode of Self-Sufficient Sunday, we're going to be doing just that. And I've never done that before. We're going to have somebody here that knows what they're doing to show us all how to do it. Okra comes in next, also 60 days. Now, coming from a California boy with deep southern roots, I love fried okra. It's one of my favorite things. And I'm really excited this year because I'm growing okra and I'm growing grain corn that we can turn into cornmeal to cook the okra with. I'm super excited about that. Now, in the meantime, there are beautiful plants with beautiful flowers that you can enjoy, both visually and, if you want to, they are edible, but I would prefer to wait for the actual okra. Another crop coming in at 60 days are bush beans. Now, bush beans are great because they take up a relatively small amount of space. They're heavy producers, and if you get a variety like top crop, those can be ready in as little as 48 days. Just like summer squash, once they start producing, they don't stop for a long time if you keep them picked. My favorite varieties are Blue Lake 274, Cherokee Wax, and Bountiful. Next, at 50 days, we have beets. Most beet varieties can be harvested around 50 days. They come in a huge variety of colors. My favorite are Bull's Blood and Early Wonder. Another great thing about beets is the tops are edible. And not only edible, they're actually really good cooking green. One of my favorites. So we're halfway through the list. Now, if you've learned even one thing or enjoyed this video in any way, and hopefully since you're still here you have, could you do me a favor and give the video a thumbs up? That actually lets YouTube know that there's something of value here, and they'll push it out to a wider audience. I would appreciate that. And hopefully the wider audience would as well. So the next pick is carrots at 50 days. Now, these are smaller carrots, like the baby carrots, the finger-sized carrots, or the round Parisian carrots. Those are going to be your quickest harvest, like I said, at 50 days. Now, if you've had trouble growing carrots, mainly getting them to sprout in the past, I did a video a couple months ago now that gives you a really quick tip to hopefully get rid of that problem. So check it out, I'll link it down below. All right, getting faster now. At 45 days is the humble green onion. From seed to harvest, 45 days until you can start cutting the tops off of your green onions. And if you keep cutting them, they'll keep growing. So while it takes globe onions months and months and months to produce the crop, this can be 45 days and you'll already have green onions to harvest. Now, if you want to speed that up even further, this is one of those things that you can grow from kitchen scraps. If you have the bottom of the green onion with a little bit of the roots, stick it in the dirt, and within just 2 weeks, you could be harvesting green onions. Okay, now we're moving into the really fast growers. The following 4 can be grown from seed to harvest in as little as a month. Now, spinach is a fast-growing and healthy green that can be ready in 30 days. Now, I myself, in my climate here, have a little bit of trouble growing spinach. By the time it really starts to take off, it's too late, the heat's coming and kills it. So if you are a southern gardener, what I'm trying this year is Malabar spinach. Malabar spinach is a heat-tolerant, tropical type variety that can be grown in warm climates, and it's even a perennial, so in mild winter climates, it can grow all year long. So I have some seedlings here, and I actually did a little taste test. And it does have a spinachy flavor. I've never had it cooked, but that's really where it shines. And so I'm really looking forward to having this because I really can't grow traditional spinach. I gotta change positions. My legs are numb from the knees down. Hang on. Now next is pretty much a no-brainer. Coming in at 25 days, lettuce. Now we're not talking head lettuce, we're talking leaf lettuce. And just like the onions, you can cut the tops off and they'll keep coming back. It's called cut and come again. Or you can just, like these romaine lettuces, I'm just gonna pull one up. Fresh as you can get. You can just harvest the outer leaves and new ones will grow to replace it. And I've been doing that with these romaine lettuce for 3 months or more. Gotten a ton of lettuce out of, a few rows, and it just keeps coming back. You can also stagger your planting so you have new lettuce coming along every couple of weeks to give you a constant supply. Okay, the final 2. One is a leafy green, one is not. So also coming in at 25 days is the radish. Radish is one of the fastest growing non-greens vegetables you can grow, coming in at 25 days from seed to harvest. Now, I hate radishes raw. In fact, I didn't grow them for years because I don't like them raw. However, I learned a great tip that I tried and loved. You can toss radishes in olive oil and roast them in the oven. It takes all the bite, the spiciness away. And what's left is something kind of like a potato. So give that a try and you'll be able to use a ton of radishes in 25 days. Okay, now we are at the number 1 fastest growing crop other than the bonus, which will be ready in 20 days, and that is arugula. Now, arugula is a green that has a really unique earthy flavor. I actually really like it. And it grows really, really fast. Like I said, 20 days. And then after that, it starts to grow too fast, especially if you have it in the sun. They actually like a little more shade. They'll grow a little slower and not bolt so quickly. I've actually got some bolting right here. Once it bolts, it's going to taste a little more bitter. Yep. One cool thing is you can use arugula leaves in place of basil to make pesto. All right, it's bonus time. And if you've been watching my videos for the past couple of weeks, you probably already know what the bonus is. This can be ready in about a week to 10 days. You're not going to get faster than that. And that is microgreens. Microgreens are super nutritious, super easy, and super fun, actually. Now, turns out I don't really care for the broccoli and kale, but you can grow them almost anywhere in almost anything. They don't need drainage, they don't need a lot of sun, and you can even grow them without soil on a paper towel. This is arugula. Turns out this is my favorite. The green part's great. The stem, if you want a little more spice, it's almost like a horseradish spiciness to it. So I'm going to put a link to this video down below as well, so you can learn to grow your own microgreens in 7 to 10 days, even without soil. So that's the list. I've done videos on most of these, so if you are looking forward to trying some of these in your own garden and need a little bit of assistance, I'm going to link all those videos down below. As always, hit subscribe if you're not already, click the bell icon, and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on Tomato Tuesday.